Hey gamers, Maniac here with another one of Maniac's hauls. I haven't done one of these in a while because, well, I've been kind of swamped by the amount of new games that are coming out. Not really much time or money to spare for looking for a deal, but I have been kind of doing my scouring around the internet and stuff like that. And I have found a few interesting deals, at least as of recently. Now, because there have been a lot of new games coming out in the last 2 months, and there are more coming out in the next couple, there actually have been a lot of companion books that have been released along with them, whether it be hint books, guidebooks, or art books. I know. It was usually really rare and really tough to get an art book out, and it would usually have to be a really big release. Like a Halo game or something like that, or a Merit one. Well, this year, just with a couple of games alone, there have been some serious hardcover releases. And some of them are out, some of them aren't out, but I've got some deals for you guys to take a look at. The first up is the one that I've already showed you guys, and this is probably going to be no surprise to anybody. The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Historia. I cannot recommend this book enough. I haven't even read more than a couple of first pages of it because it's really detailed, and the level of detail alone that I've seen on it is just enough to merit a purchase just on the first couple of pages. I was able to get this version of the book. As you can see, it's a green hardcover. It's pretty big, for 20 bucks and change on Amazon. There is another copy of the book, I believe it has a brown hardcover, which I have found. I believe it's the collector's version of the game. I'm sorry, of the book. It is over $160 right now. I cannot find anything that would even remotely justify that price. There just isn't. I don't know what you would call that, but there is no justification for that, especially when you can get this book. Well, normally you get this book brand new for $35. If you get it off Amazon, you'll be able to save easily around $15 or so. I would recommend that route. I would not even recommend bothering with the collector's edition. There's just no point. This is so much better of value. Moving on, there were some other books that I picked up. Now, the reason why I'm recommending the Amazon books is because the Amazon books are usually the ones that I've seen that actually have offered the lowest prices. You certainly don't want to go retail because you'll be paying sticker price the whole time, and who goddamn wants to do that? But the other reason is that while other online retailers will usually match Amazon, like Barnes & Noble, for example, and nothing against their website, there is a bit of a catch to the whole Amazon thing, and that is that the thing you want for Amazon is you want to get free shipping with your orders, and you can't really get free shipping until you have an order that's at least $25, and it's of their stuff, and it's all in one particular box. So you have to have a box of a value that's over $25, and like the Hyrule Historia by itself, for example, doesn't merit that because they only charge $20 for it, even though it's a $35 book. Had they charged over $35, you could just buy the book by itself and get free shipping on it. But I had to pick up something else with it, and they had something else that also has a $35 sticker price that they were also selling for $20, and so it was a very good one. This is the Dead Space 3 limited edition hardcover book. This is the guidebook. You can see right here what's in here. This is a companion book to the, well, basically this basically is a hardcover version of the Dead Space 3 guide. It's got some extra features in it, some cool stuff. I really like that some of the guide manufacturers have been doing this. I don't think that there's a reason to do this if you're doing like a separate guidebook. Like, usually nowadays what you get is that if you have a guidebook release along with a copy of the game, but usually it's just a paperback version. Then it kind of moved up and they started doing hardcover editions of these books separately as a separate SKU to kind of have like some more information on it, like extra features or extra artwork and stuff like that. And I thought that was kind of cool. It's a nice companion to having just a regular hardcover book. You can have artwork inside of it as well as a game guide. But recently, what they've been doing is they'll do a paperback version of a game. They'll do a paperback version of a guidebook, a hardcover version of a guidebook, and on top of that, they'll have my second haul. Let's see what's in the box, shall we? So, on this week, I have a second haul here, which I haven't opened yet. And we're going to open up right here. And these are some other stuff, which I also got from Amazon. There are more books. They are game-related books. The reason why I've been going through a lot of these books, number one is because that they have been released as of recently. So a lot of them are, you know, timely releases and stuff like that. In fact, I picked this one up on order as soon as it became available. I had pre-ordered it to pick it up, to get it delivered. They couldn't make release date, but... You know. And I picked these up because they were, first off, they were a good deal, and second off, that I had to get them as a bulk in order to have them meet the minimum $25 thing. But I thought it was a fair price. I wanted these books anyway, so I argue or complain. So let's see what's in here, shall we? First off, which is right here, really nice and pretty. This is the hardcover book, the Metal Gear Rising Collector's Edition. This is, under normal circumstances, $35. That's a pretty typical price for these things. That's the collector's sticker price. According to this, it includes a exclusive 16-page cast gallery with developer commentaries and an exclusive numbered lithograph by Yoji Shinkwa. That is exclusive to this book. I can't wait to go through it and start reading it. But this book was This book is $35 off Amazon. I got it for $20. Another thing I want to say is that for those of you guys who like to purchase your games at GameStop, GameStop does offer a deal for people who purchase the guidebooks along with the pre-order. I believe the rate is about a 20% discount off the book with the pre-order of a discount. Now, they don't care if you buy the guidebook, no matter what version of guidebook you want. They'll apply the discount to the hardcover and paperback versions. They don't care. They're fine with either. Either sale's a sale. But it's only 20%. It's cheaper just to get it off Amazon, to be perfectly honest. The downside is that you don't have to worry about paying shipping on it because you'll pick it up right then and there. But I would have actually, and I'm being totally honest, I would have picked this up at my local GameStop for the 20% discount alone. But they didn't have this version of the book day and date. They told me I was going to pre-order this along with my pre-order for Metal Gear Rising and have this available to unbox along with my copy of the limited edition. But my GameStop just didn't have this. They said, we're not going to have this available. And so my pre-order would have been meaningless. They just weren't going to have it. They said they would have brought it eventually. But I said I might as well just buy it off Amazon and save $10. So there's that. Next up, we're going to see what I did see already, right here. This is The Art of Dead Space 3. This is the version of the book. This is like a pretty common version of the book. It's $35 normally. This is a reference that I was saying under normal circumstances. You would have an art book and a paperback version of a guidebook. In this case, the Dead Space developers and the publishers decided to do a Dead Space hardcover guidebook, a Dead Space paperback guidebook, not pictured, an Art of Dead Space hardcover book, and a clamshell version of this, which was limited to 1,000 copies. You don't need that many copies of books published. And on top of that, I was able to get this off Amazon for about $20 and change. With my copy of the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance hardcover, I was able to get free shipping from Amazon. You could probably find this book pretty ubiquitously along with on your Barnes & Noble or something like that, you know, on shelves, your Borders, your Barnes & Noble, that sort of thing. But EA sells an exclusive clamshell version of this with more pages, they claim, inside a clamshell thing case for $65 plus shipping. I mean, it's not as big as a ripoff of the Hyrule Historia Collector's Edition, at least not certainly now. But that's still pretty outrageously expensive for a big book. If you ask me, the highest price that I'm willing to pay, retail sticker price, and by this I mean sticker price, is $40 for a hardcover book. I am not going to pay a nickel or a dime more. In fact, you know what? I'll probably try my best to get a discount on that through Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com or some, eBay or something like that. I am not paying $65 for a big book when there's a $20 version of it available somewhere. It just doesn't make sense. Now, I understand that some of the early guys who pre-ordered the book were able to get like a marker pendant, which was pretty popular. I think that recently sold out. In fact, I probably would have considered getting it with the marker pendant if I had the dime or the cash up front. I just didn't, and by that point, by the point where I could get the money together to get one, they were no longer offering the marker pendant with it. In fact, actually, right now you can't even get the marker pendant included, separately anymore. I think they sold out of the marker pendant entirely. So yeah, I just didn't see the point of the deal. I just didn't see a deal in that anymore, especially given the fact of this book could be paid for 20 bucks off Amazon. So I really appreciate your comments that you guys have been giving. Princess Angel, who's been doing my art book reviews for the site, also appreciates a lot of your comments. The reason why I've been trying to get my hands on a lot of these books is because I want to offer Princess Angel the opportunity to review some of these books further on down the road. I've talked to her about these. She has taken a look at the Hyrule Historia. She may review that at some point down the road. I just don't know. It's totally up to her, and if she's available to do it. But I just want to tell you guys, if you want to find some books, Amazon is certainly your best route. But bundle your books. Buy them in bulk. Buy them all at once. Don't buy them separately individually. You'll get a better deal off Amazon when you buy them in bulk as opposed to if you bought them separately. You won't have to worry about shipping costs or anything like that. So, until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Maniac's haul. This is Maniac with GameAccess.net. Over and out.